Yes, hello, Mr. Nitish Gupta. Welcome on Europedia platform, and let's start your thermodynamics now for your final JKPSC interview.
So
So, Nitish, what you studied in this subject, thermodynamics?
in thermodynamics, basically we will study the zeroth law, which will tell about the temperature, and then we will study first law, which will tell about the internal energy, and then we will study second law, which will tell about the entropy, and after that we will study the third law, that is which is not possible because we will not can't exist zero Kelvin. So after that we will study pure substance, and this is thing we have studied. And further, there is a second law explanation, that is a Clausius statement and the Kelvin law, Kelvin Planck statement. We study in detail. And after that, we will study application of thermal part, that is the refrigeration and steam power.
Give me some application of thermodynamics in our day-to-day life.
Yes, actually, thermodynamics basically teaches us a life lesson, that is about the reversible Fiat process. That that how can we exist? How can we approach to a minimum? That is reversible process is that process in which we will obtain. That is, if we cross system from one process to another, and if we get reversed from second to the first without any effect on the surrounding, that is called reversible process, and that is actually used in our day-to-day life also. Because we get minimum. That is, we get minimum. That is, we get minimum resources. That is, we get minimum resources to maximize time. That is, we get in our daily life use also thermodynamics, and also we can use throttling process. That is basically in our refrigeration also. That is in our daily life we can use throttling process.
Suppose if you will take a small refrigerator,
yes,
okay,
sir.
And if you will place that refrigerator in a very small room, very small room, by keeping its door open.
Yes, sir.
And if you will insulate that room.
Yes, sir.
And if you will start that, refrigerator, what do you feel? Will we be able to reduce the temperature of the room with that? Can we produce some kind of refrigeration with that arrangement?
So actually, what if we get door refrigeration of the door open, then what is that? The compressor that is it has to condition. It has so it will deliver. It will. It will confer.
It is, you can use in the be comfortable.
Yes, actually, sir, क्या होगा जब हम रेफ्रिजरेटर को ओपन करेंगे तो वो एक कंडीशन उस रूम से एयर लेगा, लेकिन कंप्रेसर को वर्क ज्यादा करना पड़ेगा, लेकिन जब कंप्रेसर ज्यादा वर्क करेगा तो वो बीट अप होगा, उसकी वजह से रूम का टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाएगा.
अच्छा, चलो कंप्रेसर को मान लीजिए कूल कर देते हैं. लेट्स इमेजिन वी have provided some kind of cooling in the compressor. Yes. Okay, so compressor temperature is not going to increase, for example.
Yes,
we can easily do by circulating some kind of water.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so suppose we provided some arrangement and we are keeping the permissible temperature of the compressor, so don't worry about the compressor temperature now.
Yes, sir.
So what will be the effect on the temperature of the room?
Then then the definite temperature will decrease.
Temperature will decrease.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So why you feel temperature will decrease?
Because that is main reason of refrigeration is to do the condition space to be the that is main function of the refrigerator.
So the room will become the evaporator, you're saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So from room, the refrigerator system is going to extract the heat.
The heat, yes, sir.
So where the refrigerator system is going to reject the heat?
It will reject heat to the condenser. That is also
where will be the condenser?
Condenser is in the back side of the refrigerator.
It is in the same room?
Yes, sir.
So that system is extracting heat from the room and it is rejecting heat also in the same room.
Yes, sir.
Then also you feel the temperature will decrease.
So that will depend upon the how much heat is ejected in the condenser. If heat ejected is more in the condenser, then we can say the temperature will increase. And
so it depends. In refrigerator, all the times we are not having rejection more than extraction.
Yes, sir.
But I feel rejection is always more than extraction. You can take any small size refrigerator.
Yes, sir.
Whatever will be the capacity, the rejection will be always greater than the extraction.
Yes, sir. Reactor is always more than the, but in the main function of a refrigerator is to condition the room. That is because we have to deliver the work also. If we give the work to the condition space, then definitely
The work. Obviously, we need to give the work.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
For example, if we will consider a one, maybe suppose 5 kilowatt refrigerator, so it is extracting. Okay, let's take 500 watt refrigerator. So 500 watt heat it is extracting. Okay, and suppose we are giving 500 work, 500 watt work. So how much will be the heat rejection? Heat rejection will be the 1000 watt.
1000. Yes, sir.
So don't you feel there will be net heat addition in the room? Or it depends on case to case?
I think it's will depend upon the case to case. Well,
Okay. Nitish, what is second law of thermodynamics?
so second law of thermodynamics basically tells about two statements. There is a Clausius statement and one is the Kelvin-Planck statement. And Kelvin-Planck statements say that it is impossible to construct a device with a single reservoir. So for a system to take place, for heat engine working between the two temperatures is always taking place between the two reservoirs. And for then is a Clausius statement which will tell about that it is impossible to construct a device which will deliver work, deliver heat from low temperature to high temperature without giving some work, without giving external work. That is the second law, and it will tell about the how system work, what is the feasibility of the system, how system is feasible.
Okay. Nitish, can you tell me something about Carnot theorem?
Yes, sir. Carnot theorem say that if there is a two temperature limit, and all reversible engine between the two temperature limit give the same efficiency. All reversible engine between the two temperature limit give the same efficiency. That is called the Carnot theorem. And corollaries of Carnot theorem is say that none of the engine has higher efficiency than the reversible engine.
Okay. So you mentioned zeroth law gives us the concept of temperature.
Yes, sir.
So zeroth law gives us concept of temperature or temperature measurement?
Actually, it's the temperature measurement. That is by using thermometric property. If we use thermometer here, if we use thermometer at other location, and if we thermometer location at another places, if we get the same reading at that location and in this location, so we can say that these two cities are in thermoequilibrium.
You studied about constant volume gas thermometer.
Constant volume gas thermometer. Yes, yes, sir.
What is the thermometric property in constant volume gas thermometer? Pressure.
Pressure.
Can you tell me brief about the working of that constant volume gas thermometer? How it works?
So I have no idea about that, but can I guess it?
Yes.
Yes. And so how my thinking is that if the pressure increase, then volume will decrease. So from my point of view, that is the main function of thermometric property is that basis on the basis of this law, that is on the basis of Boyle's law. That is pressure is inversely proportional to volume. If pressure will increase and then volume will decrease, so that is why I can define.
Boyle's law is associated with constant pressure.
That is pressure is inversely proportional to volume, and that is at constant temperature.
At constant temperature.
Yes, sir.
So temperature to vary karega na. That is temperature we want to measure. How you can take temperature constant?
Yes, sir.
Temperature we want to measure. Temperature is not a constant in all temperature measuring devices.
But here we can use thermometric property as pressure. So that is why we can assume that term.
So what you can say, at constant volume, the temperature is directly proportional to pressure.
At constant volume, yes, pressure is directly proportional to temperature.
So by measuring the change in pressure, we are measuring the change in temperature because pressure is a thermometric property.
Yes, yes, sir.
So pressure is a thermometric property. We are measuring the change in pressure.
Yes, sir.
And at the same time, we are keeping the volume constant. So change in pressure is going to give us the change in
temperature.
Are you getting this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So what is the name of that law? Which law talks about, constant volume process?
Constant volume process.
Constant volume of an ideal gas. For a fixed mass of a gas at constant volume, pressure is directly proportional to temperature.
There is Charles law.
No, Charles law talks about isobaric process.
Yes.
You are guessing.
GAIL law.
Yes, that is Gay-Lucas law. Okay. Okay, Nitish. My last question to you. What is available energy?
Available energy is the maximum useful work that can be obtained from the engine when the system brought about the dead state. That is the maximum available energy that is can be brought from the engine when a system brought to the dead state. There is two conditions here for the available energy. That is the first one is the reversible and second one is the system brought to the dead state.
Okay, Nitish, I think now I can provide you the feedback. Yes, Nitish, last 2-3 questions you answered correctly, but initially I asked you some of the question like what is thermodynamics, what you studied in that, and then I asked you some question related to the refrigerator, second law of thermodynamics, Carnot theorem. So in that case, in that question, one part you missed. Refrigerator heat rejection is always more than heat addition.
Yes, sir.
So whatever heat you are extracting from the low temperature body, okay, that will be always lesser than the heat we are rejecting from the condenser, because the heat we are rejecting through the condenser is equal to heat extraction plus work input. Are you getting me this?
Yes, sir.
So if you are keeping a refrigerator in a small room, by keeping its door open, the temperature of the room is always going to increase. Are you getting? So in case of refrigerator, how we get drop in temperature in the small chamber? Because what we are doing, we are keeping some insulation between the refrigerated space and the atmosphere. So if you are keeping some refrigerator in a room, your room temperature is going to increase. But what we get the drop in temperature in the refrigerated chamber. Okay, in the refrigerator, and that is very much insulated. The refrigerator body you will find insulated. So outer there will be some metallic layer to provide the strength. Okay, but the inner and between the outer body you will find insulation, puff coating, polyurethane foam coating you will find, which is a very good insulator. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Just to restrict the heat transfer from the atmosphere to the refrigerated chamber.
Yes, sir.
So what do you need to think? Heat rejection will always be more than heat extraction. So we are not going to get any drop in temperature. Is it clear, Nitish?
Yes, sir.
So I initially provided you some hint also, and I think I asked you 2-3 times. Then also you missed that. So just if interviewer is asking you some question repeatedly and he is giving you some hint, then think for a while. Okay. Try and in all perspective you need to think.
Yes,
Okay, remaining all question I think you answered. Second law of thermodynamics. I think last I asked you about the zeroth law, thermometric property, and that I think I corrected you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you made the mistake.
Yes.
Be very clear. Okay, and don't mention any random word, Boyle's law, something like that. So first, whatever you are going to mention, first think in your mind. Okay, and then start answering.
Yes, sir.
Fine, and have some more clarity in your answers, Nitish.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes.
Okay, Nitish, good luck and keep preparing. Best of luck for your final interview.